I am back home from boot camp and so excited to share my BMT experience with you. So, okay, so I'm gonna start with zero night. Um, I arrived at the airport, San Antonio Airport, and I was with two other people that I shipped with that came from Philadelphia, and we went downstairs to where you do baggage claim. There were like three like Air Force members there with like a big long group of a bunch of other people that were flying in too. So they weren't like MTIs. They weren't like, they didn't have on the MTI hat or anything like that. They were just in uniform, so we knew that they were, where we needed to go. So there will be a bus outside for everybody to go get on the bus. So when it was time to get on that bus, there were still no MTIs on the bus. Drove probably about maybe 20 to 30 minutes to Lackland Air Force Base. I was like already freaking out. Like I was already like, you think immediately, like as soon as you get there, they're gonna be like, but it wasn't like that. Like when we first pulled up to Lackland, first we stopped at this one building. It was like the reception center. So this one MTI got on the bus, but she was very calm. She was very, nice and welcoming. She was like, welcome to Lackland. Get all your luggage. You're gonna form a single file line, go into the building, blah blah blah. Just giving instruction, no yelling, no nothing. I was like, okay, like, maybe this is not, maybe all the videos is just, don't believe the hype. So once we're in the building, in the long lines or whatever, two other MTIs come out, still just regular talking, and they asked anybody who plays an instrument. So those people fell out, whoever played an instrument, and I guess they got taken to like band flight or whatever, depending on the instrument that they played. Like if it was something that they needed, if not, then you just fell back in line with everybody else. So after they took band flight away, we all went into the auditorium and they gave us a box meal and just like some other instructions or whatever, like females over here, males over here. So that was probably, like, we were there for a long time. Like we were at the reception center at least until I want to say I got to the airport at like 9 p.m. I think, and we were at the reception center until about 2 a.m. So we were just there sitting for a long time. Like they issued us like a military a BMT study guide. It's like really thick, actually. Well, I don't have it, but it's about like this thick. It's like it was thick. It was like that. They issued us those and they told us to just like start reviewing stuff. It was just like all the military ranks and the Air Force history and customs and courtesies, saluting and different things like that, like rules for saluting officers and stuff like that. So they told us to start going through those because we were gonna need them. So we were kind of just like on our own in the auditorium for a good while, a few hours, just doing that or whatever. As we're just sitting there like going through our guides and everything, they're calling us by groups to go get certain things issued to us. Like we got soap and shampoo and razors. Oh, did we get razors? No, we didn't get razors. Hygiene thing like deodorant, flip-flops, shower shoes. So all those different things that we get issued the first night. We finally get done with that at like 2 a.m. And then we get back on the bus and we go to our squadron. That's what they call it. So, so we pull up to our squadron and immediately, like as soon as our wheels stop rolling, you see the MTI with hat on, like charge into the bus or whatever. We just like everybody starts moving, like everybody starts like getting their backpacks on and doing all. He comes on the bus and his voice, like just his voice itself, it was just like it was like, you move when I tell you to move, and like whatever, saying whatever he gotta say. He's like, now get off my damn bus. So everybody gets off the bus. So everybody starts like running into each other trying to get off the bus, and then we run out, and then there's like three other MTIs like lined up or whatever, and they're you know, just hollering. I don't even know what they were saying, but just hollering. Everybody was just hollering. Like, it was just so chaotic. It was so chaotic. Like, so one of them tells us to get into 4 lines, but for some reason we all get into 3. So she's like, well, apparently, you know, I guess y'all can't count because I said 4. So I run up to the other dot. There's like 4 dots. So I run up to the 4th dot to get in front or whatever. She's like looking at me. I'm like, please, God, don't let her say anything to me. He comes back and he starts like barking orders to run up the steps and turn left and go. I don't even know. Honestly, I just started running. I didn't even remember the instructions that he said, but he was like go upstairs, the first dorm on your right or something. So I'm the first one in the front, unfortunately. So I ran up or whatever, and I just keep going until I can't go no more, all the way up to the 4th floor or the 2nd floor. And it was 4 flights of stairs, the 2nd floor. And I was like, I hope this is the right place. So the girl behind me was just like, you know, keep going, keep going. So we go all the way up, all the way to the end. And he told us to stand by a locker. So everybody stands by a locker, and then they come in and they tell us to turn around and face the lockers and point at the number that's on top of your locker and say it out loud 5 times. So we all just standing there like 15, 15, 15. Like, then we have to dump out our bags on the bed, and then there's like 5 or 6 MTIs total, just walking around our dorm, going through everybody's items. It was just really stressful and chaotic the first night. Like they let us use our phones to call home the very first night, or 0 night. But you can only read. We could only read the little paragraph that was on the like card that was given to us, like hi mom, dad, whoever you call, I made it safely. This is my, I'm in such and such squadron. I was in squadron 322, the 322nd, which was the Eagles. So when you find out your squadron or whatever, you'll know if you're either like the Eagles, the Bulldogs, the Gators, the Warhawks, whatever. So I was in the 322nd. So that was the end of 0 night. The worst part of 0 night, I think it was just the chaos of everything. Like, you can barely understand the MTIs, the way that they're talking and the way that they're yelling and stuff. So you can't hear the instruction half of the time, but like everybody's afraid to ask them to, what did you say? Like, so it's just chaotic. Like honestly, the whole BMT is just chaotic. Like, especially in the mornings. Like, I think that was probably like one of my least favorite parts of BMT was the chaotic mornings. Everything attached to me. Everything attached.